What's up, Call of Duty fans? Welcome back to another CWL rebroadcast. This time, Evil Geniuses and Envy playing up against one another. A very pivotal matchup as both these teams in pools had started off pretty strong. Envy having beaten E United, and well, Evil Geniuses falling in 5 to FaZe. And Evil Geniuses, the first time they played Envy in the historical matchup, it was the 3-1 for them, and now Apathy on Evil Geniuses with an opportunity to potentially find revenge against his former team post-roster mania. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and again, let me know what you guys think about the eye tracker. This time around, I used more of a blue, so this was a little bit easier to see. Tell me if it's too distracting, if you want it bigger, smaller, or a different color. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below while you're watching. Catch you at the end of the video. So here we go. Seaside hardpoint for map number 1. Apathy looking for some revenge against his former comrades in Team Envy, who have now adjusted their roster to include Decimate and Pharaoh. Newcomers for EG. Obviously, Apathy, JCap, and also Phantoms. Trades back and forth. JCap and Pharaoh both trading away 2 kills each, but looks like after everything is said and done with all these trades, it will still be contested, but EG still have the numbers, and they'll be the first ones back off their respawns as well. And as you see, Phantoms picking up 2. He will again tilt the favor in front of EG, so very similar in the first 2 fights as far as how they've gone. EG now has put themselves in a pretty powerful position, though, controlling not only the middle, but also every angle inside this first hardpoint, and they're finding themselves a considerable lead, and Envy is left staggering so far as they have been doing absolutely nothing to break through. Now finally, with 1 kill from Silly, he's looking for a second. He'll find it, and we'll immediately switch over to a Sog. It looks like that was the break that was needed, but EG was less interested in the scrap time and more interested in setting themselves up for the second hill, but nobody's watching the back, so Envy will capture the scrap time and push through at the same time, meaning that they have gained themselves the close by spawns. But EG, again, not shaking down from this defense they already have set themselves up with. Apathy able to find 1 Phantoms, another good cluster grenade, almost takes down Silly, but at least gains a lot of space for EG to come back in after respawns and, again, fight back. Envy looking to contest, but Ake's not able to get there in time. Silly also taken down. JCap having quite a game so far. A couple of multi-kills inside the hill. Pharaoh also playing very well. The newcomers to both these teams finding themselves a lot of success so far. JCap sitting at 6 and 3, Pharaoh at 5 and 4. Envy will eventually break, though, again, controlling all of those spawns. You see Phantoms already going for the new fountain spawns on the north side of the map. EG, though, trying to hit from the barrels to do what they can to try to break through. JCap again finds himself a first kill, making him 7 and 3. A lot of positive KD ratios for Evil Geniuses. Team Envy, not so much the case. Just Aches and Pharaoh doing a lot of work. Huke, very slow start for him. And now here come the rotations for our next hardpoint. This one is so crucial. It's a 20-point lead for Evil Geniuses, and it will be a hit through the orange building here on the right-hand side. Attach will see 1. He's got a teammate here with him, and we'll try to charge through, but actually slides into the wall. So Pharaoh will not only find 1, but the second. Could he find the third? No, JCap will turn and actually do a nice job recorrecting his aim to make sure he can take down Silly as well. Evil Genius is doing well here. 30-point plus lead, the biggest that we've seen of the game so far. And look how aggressive EG is playing. They're keeping 1 player in the back. That's Apathy. Nobody's capturing the hill at the moment, though. Finally, someone will step into it. But because Evil Geniuses have played so aggressively in the middle here, Team Envy have had very little success, even with that last little wipe that occurred, to successfully even contest the hard point. So really smart play here from EG, and now they're in a very good spot to rotate on in. TAC 5 will be utilized. JCap getting that very, very quickly. Silly not even close to his. JCap will unfortunately throw a trophy system into the line of fire of an enemy trophy. But again, EG will get the first bit of point capture here. JCap doing well, working on streaks potentially again. He's on 2 straight so far, but capturing some neutral capture point all the while. Not going to be able to live, though. Envy looking for a way in. EG off the respawn. Decimate find 1 with the cluster grenade, and Apathy's got nowhere to go. Envy, that'll be a pretty clean break. EG with 35 seconds left. They can hit this one more time, but JCap's got to be careful because it looks like Aches is holding this angle, and yeah, he absolutely is. Attach, will you make the same mistake? Well, yeah, looks like he will. Tries to get across, but not able to get the slide off in time. Exotic left wondering what does he do here. He will be challenged by Pharaoh. He'll win that and then try to contest, but there are guns waiting. That of the Sog line of Team Envy. Apathy will step into point for a moment and find himself 1 kill, but yeah, this is all Envy at this point in time. 4 straight for Decimate in that hold. Has himself a lightning strike already. Be working for that Hellstorm if possible. EG, though, have put themselves in, again, another very solid defensive position. Here comes the lightning strike for Decimate. Lands right through the middle, but oh, only actually finds Silly. So a little bit of a backfire there for Desi. He's 75 off and will be taken down from the Hellstorm. Not quite able to earn it. And again, look at the kill feed, just all blue. Evil Genius is now looking at a 50-point lead coming into play. Apathy does have himself a grab slam to use, attached close to a War Machine. Phantom's working up towards that Purifier. And well, nothing is ready for Envy. Not even close, really, for the most part. Pharaoh will have a Tempest here soon. Huke at the grab slam here soon. Just comes down to, will they get these last couple of charges, and do you even use them at this point? Again, Envy having a really tough time breaking into this hill, but they will eventually get it. About split it evenly, to be honest. That was a very rough start for them. They got at least 20 seconds of time, and now Envy making the same rotation as the first time around the church. Try to win out these spawns, and it looks like they found just as much success as they had previously. EG spawning all the way out near that middle banana area, so they'll be late to this rotation. Envy with the possibility, and they sense that. The TAC 5 gets utilized. Will we see Specialists being used here to try to break or to try to hold? Depending on the perspective that you look at it from. Aches not quite able to track down Exotic, who goes from sliding right to jumping left. Decimate, challenging the Arch. We'll find one. Not the second, though. Attach and Exotic doing a nice job. Attach with the second. And oh, Pharaoh, that was a Tempest by the looks of it. Decimate, he actually used the War Machine as well. So 3 Specialists used in this hill, and Evil Geniuses will actually be the ones who take it, not having used anything of their own. Looked down for a second and saw that Pharaoh had pulled out the Tempest and was immediately obliterated with it. And that's my biggest question mark with Pharaoh is, will he find some success with the Tempest? He's not been good with it here so far in the tournament. Now Aches, the only player really toting a special to the moment. Huke very close to a grab slam, but this Purifier, you don't anticipate seeing it until we get back to the barrel sill. Evil Geniuses have set themselves up for the spawns for our third Fountain Hill. And they have got the opportunity here to utilize just about everything they want, Specialist-wise. It just comes down to what do they decide. Looks like Attach has said War Machine. There goes 2 kills already. And he's earned himself full streaks off of that. 7 straight for Attach. Sitting at now 12 and 11. It was a slow start for him. Picking up 7 straight, and now 2 with the War Machine gives him full streaks. Big advantage for Evil Geniuses to snowball here. If they can fend off Envy, and looks like, yep, they sure will. Again, a nice aggressive situation as far as how they've postured for this hill. It's not just sitting back and holding the spawns. They're playing very aggressively over the middle, which allows for a very easy rotation into the barrels. Attach is already working his way in. You figure you'll start to see those flamethrowers come out for both teams here. Flak Jacket is on for what seems to be most players. Decimate does not have it on yet. Hopefully he'll put it on here in the future because, again, that flamethrower can pay off very big in this barrel's hill. 3 seconds left. Getting close to 200 points is Evil Geniuses. When do we see the trigger being pulled? Phantoms gets taken down, so you won't see it yet for EG. And Envy doing a really nice job of countering all of that middle pressure that Evil Geniuses previously had. And JCap, whoa, nice turn from him. Able to find himself 2 good looks for the young man. Aches will pull out that Purifier, find himself 1. JCap looking to challenge and take him down, but not quite able to lock down. Aches actually does still survive throughout all of this. Not 100% sure how, but he was taken down just shortly after. Phantom's using the Purifier, not to much avail, but EG is able to break for a small time before Huke comes back in with the grab slam. It's silly with 2 more beyond it, and the barrels will be retained by Team Envy, desperately needing it too because they are still a good 40 points down. But EG, for as much success as they've found on the third hill, they have found very little on that inner barrels hill. And so we'll rotate. 5 seconds left. Score will read 207 to just about 175. EG here first with numbers. And they are cleaning up as well. What a smooth game this has been for Evil Geniuses. We still have yet to see the Tempest. And as I say it, it comes into existence. Exotic's able to find Aches for the first. And he's trying to hold down this van side, essentially by himself, while the rest of his team is here for support, and Envy cannot touch, really, whatsoever. Decimate will try, but he runs into attack 5 boosted Phantoms, who's able to hold off. Apathy still holding on to a grab slam as well, and they can win here. Evil Genius is cleaning up. Oh, Phantoms nearly able to find a second. Huke, though, trying to warm up a little bit late here. 17 and 23 and gets pummeled. Oh, but he gets pummeled by the grab slam from Apathy. Attach still holding on to streaks as well. All that's needed is 5 more seconds. Envy has to flood. 249, 250. Evil Geniuses, that was calm, cool, and collected. Their first stretch of games versus FaZe Clan merited them a 1-1 in the hardpoint, a 250-226 win, and a 160-250 loss. But here, the 250-174 on Seaside, it was convincing. And again, you talk about that middle portion of the game where Team Envy was using literally everything just to get that second hill of our second rotations. It did not go all that well for them. Pharaoh not having any value out of the Tempest. Decimate not getting any value out of the War Machine. The TAC 5 was neutralized very quickly as well. So Team Envy will go into map number 2, down 1-0. Evil Genius is starting off strong. Apathy finding some success. Would love to find the redemption run versus his former team. We'll be back with the Search and Destroy just after this. So it'll be gridlock for our Search and Destroy. Evil Genius is up 1 map. Is probably happy to be here after they just recently found a 6-0 win versus FaZe Clan in their first game of pools. It's very, very convincing. And well, it will be an A hit immediately off the rip. And Exotic with the bomb says, I'm going to get the bomb down. Envy seems to have read this, though. Rotations coming from B as well as pushing through the middle. All 5 players for EG are bunkered up in this tree and showers vicinity. Huke from behind. Keep an eye on him. He's number 8 in your little mini monitor, as he will be the one to try to hit this flank. Here comes the gunfight. Decimate able to win 1 and a second. The flank looks like it was successful. Both players able to clean things up. 1-on-3 situation. Huke's going to jump the bomb and start defusing. Exotic, will you read this? Able to find Decimate, looking for Huke, who will pop right up, but still from the side will find his double kill, and Huke will donate the bomb defusal towards the score total of Silly. So put him obviously closer to score streaks, but also potentially to specialist as well. So a very clean first round for Envy. They play it properly. They read all 5 players, and they send their players up B through the middle, and here is this flank that developed for Decimate and Huke. Everyone was looking at Huke, and Decimate says, thank you very much. Very clean round for Envy and the surround. Definitely something you need to keep an eye on if you're Evil Geniuses as you maneuver through this map in the future. We'll see where Envy decides they want to go with the bomb. Looks to be a 5 mid hit. Oh, looks like the bomb will be leaning towards Sushi. And playing rather aggressively. I guess just sitting now just outside the 18-wheeler as 4 players from Envy hit the middle. And Evil Geniuses, not sure how they want to rotate for this. They will back 1 player, actually 2 players outside of A to make sure that they can support the mid. Up and over nade. Does tag, look to be Apathy. Not sure where that landed, actually, to be completely candid with you guys. Good suppressing fire coming out so far. The bomb will rotate back over to A, and this is a full hit for Envy. A lot of noise being made by Pharaoh, but Phantoms finds the first kill onto Aches inside of A. The bomb is being planted. Silly will get it down. Apathy with the grenade onto Pharaoh. Goodness, that was right over the middle. Well cooked, I'm sure. Silly able to even things back up. 3-3. Oh, but Decimate, 1 more bullet into his teammate was enough to finish him. Has to win a fight. Punch comes through, but it favors Evil Geniuses. Very clean. Exotic will find himself at 3-1. Apathy at 2-1. And it looks like they're going to take some time to try to get this frag grenade charged for as long as possible. Again, remember that specialist weaponry will no longer be charged over time. So this is simply to try to get his offhand equipment charged up a little bit more. And well, Evil Genius is coming right back with a solid defensive front of their own. Really well adapted, moving over the middle to support any kind of mid push through. But then also reading the A hit. We'll watch this play from Silly. Again, remember, he was the player to defuse the bomb, so being able to put it down as well, get some extra score towards that specialist. And looks like he finds himself at least 1 kill. So might not mean much as far as score streaks, obviously, but you take a look at the specialist charge. Silly's the furthest in the lobby. It's just so hard to earn these specialists now that you don't charge them over time anymore, especially in Search and Destroy. You have to be having a pretty stellar game to reach that 1750, which is the score threshold for most of our go-to specialists. Nice opening shots from JCap. Huke able to trade things back. Cluster nade from Attach, able to find 1, so we're left with 3-on-3 action. Very scrappy here at A. Aches holding the tree. Will find 2, though. And Attach, he'll think the better of this play. Able to back away. I think Aches has actually gotten off the tree, so he can challenge, but wow, baits out, and Aches actually able to YY it. And find the 3rd kill of the round. We'll definitely see that one from his perspective, as Team Envy will find themselves a nice, calm, cool, collected, and quick 3rd round. And yet, we sure will. Nice and clean. Hits 1 more by the tree, and then, wow, he actually got 4 this round. Runs out of bullets. Picks up the Maddox. Why is it? Wow, really well played. Good round for Aches. Hell of a round for Aches. See how he's doing at 5-2 now after those 4 straight kills. And, well, ice pick. This is the only game mode that we'd likely ever see it come through. Almost halfway to charging it. Again, a lot of players using the 0 in Search and Destroy now because, again, that Disruptor Grenade does provide a lot of information because it hits in such an area and does not care about walls as far as getting its status effect onto players that are nearby it. So you get a lot of info from it. Aches will get the bomb down here as well. So again, working a little bit closer towards that potential ice pick. Decimate trying to hold down that small door corner. EG has made their way in towards showers though, and have found the first kill onto Hugh. Exotic, tough fight here into Decimate. But, well, when you have 3 players peeking him, no big deal. 4-on-2, Aches will find 2 more. Goodness, Aches. But unfortunately, none of his teammates could help support him. And it will go back and forth in the scoreboard. Now Evil Geniuses will tie things up 2-2. And so far, nothing but 8 hits. Surprising, really, to see that it's been so heavily committed to A. It's not out of the realm of possibility that we'd see at least Envy pulling out a sniper rifle. Of course, we know how Aches will sometimes pull that out if necessary, but more importantly, there's a lot of AR presence for both of these teams. But it looks like so far it's been all Maddoxes that have been kind of running the day, with the exception of those essentially round and a half from Aches. Maddox gameplay has found a lot of favor here in between these 2 teams, and we'll see if EG decides to continue to hit towards A. Looks like the answer will be no, as 3 players will immediately dart over towards the B street. 2 players, though, that's attached in Phantoms. They will make some noise, likely over by A, to see if they can force a rotation. There are 4 players here, for Team Envy, so you have to be very careful, and yeah, EG knows that. They'll back away. And here comes the push. Not sure if any grenades were tossed in that area, like a concussion or something of the nature. Apathy takes a couple of shots, so now Envy's very wise to what's happening here. This is a good nade. Oh, it's a great nade. Apathy, well found out of Pharaoh. Did not cook it probably as long as he wanted to, but regardless, it still pays off for a kill, plus maybe a second. Nice little crouch under Hugh. Looking for a third. He'll get the challenge, and Apathy finds another. Now he's 75 off streaks. He's 5 straight. He put a bullet into somebody. You got to set this one up for App. Ah, you saw him going for it, just essentially windshield wipering his aim there, trying to hit a single bullet with the hipfire of the SOG. RNG will not be on his side, so he'll still be just a touch short of streaks, but Evil Geniuses finding themselves their 2nd round straight, and everyone and their mom just challenging Apathy in the same corner, and he says, thanks for playing. Big round for App. You love to see that too. I mean, again, kind of been the scapegoat of a lot of the problems that Team Envy has had since the beginning of the CWL. And, you know, maybe some of it merited, but you know that Apathy will not be bad at the game for long, and you're seeing it here, Pharaoh with a sniper rifle. Just jumping to make sure he can stay on the top of the 18 for as long as possible, then immediately switching back to an ICR. Full hit coming in for Envy to B. Hugh finding the first blood. Aches thinking I can make a grenade play happen. Looks like Hugh thought the same, as they also toss nades. Nothing connecting though. Evil Genius is trying to fight back. 4-on-4 action. Bomb is actually dropped. Not planted yet. Hugh has to make a play for this. Decimate will try to clear the back alley, and he will get the bomb, but has to make some work happen here. Up top! Big fight. Phantom's able to find the beatdown. Attached responding with one more into Decimate, who is getting over aggressive through the back alley. Now a 3-on-2 for the defense of Evil Geniuses. Bomb is in a terrible spot for Envy. And now it's all up to Pharaoh. An ICR and 40 seconds to play with, and he's got no information. And there he goes. Full challenge coming out of the ice cream for Evil Geniuses. They find themselves a 3rd straight round all of a sudden. We go 4-2. And did App find streaks? Did not see if he did or not. Yeah, Decimate did not really know what his teammates wanted him to do in that position. Does he push further forward? Does he come back to help the team? A little bit of indecision. Costs him his life. And attached, nice shot there into Aches as well. Looks like no, App did not get himself streaks. 7-3, so he died in that last round before he could earn them. Unfortunate. Are working towards a couple players close to Specialist, though, if this thing does end up going closer to 9, 10, or 11 rounds. Back to A we go for Evil Geniuses on the attack. Silly has scouted this, and this is the copy-paste defense that Envy pulled in round 1, sending now actually 3 players behind, 2 up front. The flank, which was so successful the first time. Evil Geniuses have adapted as well, though, and just said, well, we're not going to try bothering holding the showers. We're going to push through and take the front and then turn around for the back, which is exactly what's happening. JCap, unfortunately, gets a little aim assist or something onto Apathy. 3-on-2 situation. Good double challenge coming on to Pharaoh, and Phantoms is able to help handle Decimate on his own. Really good adaptation for Evil Geniuses, understanding how Team Envy beat them the first time they made that play. They pushed through into the soap area and beyond, saying if you're going to try to double hit us, we're just going to take the odd man situation up front and then turn around for the back. Really well played by EG. Phantom's doing a lot. Finds himself 3 kills this round. And when you have that happening and someone else walking to the back like that, it makes life a little bit easier. So now Evil Geniuses on match point. Pardon me, map point. It would put them up 2-0, though, which would be huge going up against Envy. A squad that I'm sure a lot of people would have assimilated that, well, they could take care of Evil Geniuses, but the history would not actually hint at that. They've only played each other once. The first time these two organizations played, it was a 3-1 for Evil Geniuses. Not sure how much you can really consider that, considering the fact that there have been so many roster changes for both teams. But nevertheless, the fact of the matter still stands. Full hit towards A. Bomb being planted. It looks like it'll get off for free. EG is going to full 5-man hit from the front. They find one. Looking to break things open here. Nice play from Pharaoh and Decimate. And actually, Hugh able to get himself involved as well. 4-on-2 just like that. Really good concussive play. Decimate with a little 180 push on the J-Cap. It's just up to Phantoms, and he's trying to play for streaks. So he'll just back his way out and hope he can catch a free kill, but I don't know if anyone's going to give him the opportunity. Nope, doesn't look like it. So regardless, it'll be a round for Envy. We'll go 5-3 on the comeback effort. Maybe he will catch a kill here. A couple bullets. We'll try again. This is a double challenge. Yeah, no chance. If he were to win that one, he would have to found that first exchange of bullets while they were sliding past, but that doesn't happen. Here's this play from Hugh, able to find a double kill here just as the bomb was planted. Okay, good cluster, good concussion play to help Envy win these fights up close and personal. It's kind of a discussion when you talk about the retake at A. If you don't have utility, you kind of are forced to actually flank all the way through and get a surround going on, because one concussion in tight quarters like that can really be the end of your retake, which we saw there from Evil Genius's perspective. They'll go on to offense here to potentially close things out. Specialists generally are close for a couple. If we go round 11, we might see 1 or 2, depending on who has a big game. Exotic, one of those players that very well could earn themselves a specialist. He is delayed peeking A, and it looks like all the noise that was brought over by B actually forced Envy in a full rotation, and they're realizing the follies of this decision and are immediately sending 4 players back, but it's going to be too late. Bombs down. Pharaoh's going to be really late on this rotation, and will they even have the time to push up the middle? It does not look like they're going to. One player will, that's Aches. But Exotic finding the first, J-Cap the second. They will be responded. 3-on-3 action. Potential for the retake here, but time is ticking. Down below 30 seconds. Concussion will get some information for attach. And him and J-Cap will combine for 1. It's just down to silly 2-on-1 situation. Apathy pushes forward, finds it. 6-3 the score. Evil Geniuses looking to potentially push this to a 3-0 after a convincing hardpoint. They find success and a lot of convincing here on the search and destroy as well. This team is looking absolutely for real in the early stages. Again, it was a 5-game set with FaZe Clan just before they met up against Envy here. It did favor FaZe Clan, but that was a relatively close one with the exception of the search and destroys, which went one way or the other. This time around, though, Evil Geniuses finding themselves a gridlock win, makes them 2-0 in the map mode combo. We'll be heading over to Control just after this. Heading into the Control, we'll be playing on Seaside, a map that Envy has liked to go to in the past. Evil Geniuses, historically, the CWL is our worst Control team. In their history, they've only won 2 Control maps, and that would be one of the situations that Revan is looking at and saying, this needs to change. And, well, not a bad start. Ake's able to find himself too, but Evil Geniuses on defense is able to rotate back through the middle and actually find a lot of success. Phantom's a little over-aggressively taken down now. J-Cap falling. Oh, full force hit coming out from Team Envy. And they're likely, as long as they can find another kill or 2, this should be a pretty full stack attach. Gets taken down. Apathy also from behind, and now Envy have full control. They just need to find this last kill. And that is Exotic. He'll fall. 3 members will stack, and that will likely be the majority of B gone. Looks like Evil Genius, though, want to contest. They're down 3 lives. They're setting themselves up for maybe one more hit, at least delayed, so 3 players going to give it a go. JCap's able to find 1 kill down there, but that'll be just about it. 2 ticks of progress, and now a half. JCap's still alive, putting on some pressure, but yeah, there's no way you can fully contest this. Not with the pressure happening over the middle, and there it is. Capture at B comes through. Apathy not quite able to get away from Huke, who now has all of a sudden an opening here. Oh, Phantoms is still over by B. So was JCap. And now Envy can just flood into A. They've got streaks to utilize for Pharaoh, who can just essentially lightning strike the spawn. And he'll earn the Hellstorm as well. This is terrible for Evil Geniuses. They were so spread apart for so long. Just delayed hitting B, looking for exit kills. Envy can just stack the hill, and this round's over. And maybe now we're seeing reasons why Evil Geniuses are not so good at control. What? I'm lost on the play. I'm lost on the call. Just give it up. They were trying to delayed 3-man contest point B for what felt like a minute or so. And they get caught there, not only on the rotation going into A, but EG has no one to help support the front, so the flood up the middle is good. Really mismanaged defensive play there from Evil Geniuses. Envy takes advantage. 20-7 were the lives at the end, and still Pharaoh has got himself a Hellstorm. He's 8-1. 6-2 for both Huke and Aches, and Attach only at 1-5. Apathy no kills yet, and Phantoms also at 1-5. Looks like EG will fight one over the middle. Apathy gets taken down. Cluster grenade. This is not a good start for EG. Pharaoh, though, in a tough spot with a KN, will be punished, but he will be traded out by Huke and Silly. Lightning strike now for Silly. Oh my goodness. This is terrible. Now a Hellstorm too. This is not good, as Huke also earns streaks. He's on 6 straight. 5 different score streaks could be utilized, and Evil Geniuses is already down 3 lives, and not sure how they're trying to hit this. They've got a couple players pushed pretty far up, but there's no help from the back yet. Now it starts to come over the middle, as Attach is able to find Silly. But again, still a lot of resistance being met here as Envy, wow, nice shots from Huke, but not quite able to find the last couple bullets needed to take down JCap. So some success at A, but again, it was staggered hit, and even beyond that, Evil Geniuses over the middle will actually just opt to rotate into B. So no progress at A, 1 tick of progress at B. Lightning strike will be utilized to find the back. That's Exotic, who was camping back there. And a couple kills up front means that all of this progress at B will immediately be halted. And Team Envy should likely deplete and also retake the positioning as soon as they find Phantoms. There he goes. One more charging in late. Desmond able to take care of him, and Silly is now on streaks. Envy's all over Evil Geniuses at the moment. EG trying to hit over the middle, but they're doing it in staggered fashion. Huke able to pick him off 1 by 1, finding 2, finding 3. Evil Geniuses is not waiting for each other at the moment. Attach will open things up, at least an opportunity here to potentially hit B. Silly has got himself involved, and well, gosh, all of these gunfights are just turning up in Envy's favor. But again, you know, this round's over. This will be a 2-0. As streaks have been utilized for it, but no specialists have been called in for Envy. So going into the next round, they have 3 specialists and 2 score streaks in the face of nothing for Evil Geniuses. So if there were ever a moment to 3-0 and use things to get that 3-0, it would be this upcoming round. But I kind of want to hit on Evil Geniuses again. So they delay too long on their first round defensively to commit to just chalking up the hill at B. And then in the second round, their offense is staggered and they hit just isolated. 2 players here, 2 players there, 1 still coming off of respawn, not really waiting for each other to get proper bait and switches and multi-challenges from the team. And, well, that's what happens. You lose the second round of essentially, what was it, 16-3 lives? Attack 5 will be used immediately off the rip here for Envy on their first engagement. It looks like they will be heading towards B with Huke watching the middle. He's going to grapple towards that mid. And I don't think he win that fight. Nope. Caught off guard just a touch. Hellstorm comes through, and then the first syntax of the missile not good, but the follow-up core of it will find Exotic, and Silly finds another. He slows a lightning strike to use. Third challenge comes in. Oh, App, you've got to win those. Fortunately, Huke is able to clean things up. ×2, and Envy will be able to push through again. Wow. Life lead for Evil Geniuses for the time being. But Hugh will not be stopped. Able to find one more, but not quite able to hit that last player sitting at the gate. Evil Genius, okay, they're fighting back a little bit here. They've already survived through a specialist plus a score streak. But again, you take a look at their specialists, and the only one even close is attached to getting a war machine. So if you find yourself down in numbers, and that's exactly what's happening. Evil Geniuses trying to set up aggressively by B, gets punished, and now Envy with the clean wipe can essentially just stack the point. Find some quick progress, which looks like at least 3 players are on top of that hill. First hit comes through. Here comes the second. EG wants to contest one more time. And Phantom's jumping off the map accidentally, and Exotic going down. You just got to back up here. Don't even try contesting. Just back up. Apathy has to back away. He's sitting in the middle looking for exit kills, but again, Huke is all the way on the long flank. Lightning Strike comes in. Won't actually find anything. Attach finds 2 himself, so at least Evil Genius is able to narrow the life lead slowly. Huke not quite able to find those shots long distance towards spawn, so now he's just got to play his life out for as long as possible, but that's not going to be for very long. Envy is trying to hit all the way over by the barrel side. Attach has earned himself a war machine, so potential to hold here. This comes down to what Pharaoh and Huke can find with the Tempest and Grab Slime of their own. And beyond that, Decimate very close if he doesn't already have the war machine. Trades coming back and forth. Envy just taking as much time as possible to find some kills. That one will do nicely for Pharaoh, who is on 4 straight, by the way, looking for potentially more. Here comes the Tempest. This could be enough for him not only to open the point, but also possibly earn himself a streak. Able to connect with Attach as well. That's brilliant. And now with 2 down, Pharaoh can jump on in, looking for one more. We'll hit JCap. That's 3 for him before he gets taken up at full streaks. It's not going to make a difference, though. Envy has done enough to break. Attach has to have a huge war machine. Silly will back out and toss in Trophy just to try to stay safe. Here comes the Lightning Strike, not finding anything, but it's 8 playing on 4, but the time is becoming an issue. Now the Hellstorm for Pharaoh will force everybody inside. Huke working the back. Oh, Huke gets freed up to work the back for the Grab Slam and finds 3. And the 4th. What a play. Hopefully we get to see that one back again, because that was a massive opening. Really smart play from Huke, knowing that the Lightning Strike and the Hellstorm was going to push everybody inside. He takes the long flank, watches the Hellstorm explode, and then it's all gravity, my friends. Brilliant play from Huke, knowing the situation, and will even find one more just outside the side mini door. Really well done control map from Envy as they find themselves the 3-0 and are right back in this set. 2-1 the map count. We'll go to the second hardpoint just a moment. So the second hardpoint will be going to Hacienda. Both teams coming close to getting a handful of victories in the past on this map. Of course, that was pre-roster changes, so even though neither of them hold very good win-loss ratios here, they usually only lose by about 30 points. So all the games have been close, as we will get this first mad dash towards the middle. The upper area is so important, and Apathy able to read 2 coming through that open side. They're looking for a 3rd here, but runs out of bullets. Pharaoh almost able to put together 2 of his own, but does get taken down. Envy with Huke jumping on point will find a little bit of time. Evil Geniuses, though, doing a really nice job of holding everything up top, but they need to put somebody on the hill. Still nobody is on. You would love to see Apathy get involved just to jump on with a SOG, but he's still staying up top. Does get taken out, and Envy finds a couple extra seconds because of it. A nice 10-point lead for them to start. Silly big moment here. He wins 1, but gets pushed from the behind, and Silly, goodness, what a little turn that was. A little bit of luck, too, from the hip fire, but he'll still take that, looking for potentially a 3rd. He's got JCap close by, but nice pre-fire from JCap to take him down. But Evil Genius is not finding much success, not only on the hill, but because they spent so much time up top, no one was able to get back in time to fight for the spawn, so Envy will actually be the first team to have a position of control for the second hardpoint. This Lambo hill is one of the more, I would say, wealthy hills when it comes to time, generally speaking, because of how the spawns are set up. EG will be spawning over by the rock, though, and they're going to be trying to hit this kind of in flood fashion. Envy, though, with the close proximity spawns, will be able to get back to this fight sooner. Nice long-range shots from Aches. Not quite able to finish Phantoms, but gives them some trouble. And again, delays the push from EG. Envy able to clean things up front. Just 2 players left. Make it 1. As Aches has done well here, finding 2 straight. Almost a 3rd. Well, I guess we'll technically give him credit for Huke. But almost able to find Phantoms a couple different times. And now 12 seconds left, and Envy has found full time here. Evil Genius is not getting more than maybe 2 seconds on this hard point. Now it comes down to the rotations. Evil Geniuses are here first, but they're positioning pretty aggressively towards the fences area. So who's anchoring the back? Keep your eye out. It's going to be JCap. He has to win this back fight versus Huke, and I think Huke's going to sneak around him. Yep, sure will. So now Envy, even though they do not have the hill at the moment, they are putting themselves in a position to do it. EG does clear out the front side of this hill. That's the dart that came out. Big whoopsie doodle there. Not sure if that was from Aches, who was just on 4 straight before he got taken down. Phantom's no bullets, but he's got Attached looking over him, thankfully. Ooh, shots through the tin room will actually help out with one more kill for Phantoms, but he's being taken down very low. And again, Envy with the spawns can get back and contest so quickly. Phantom's starting to run out of bullets here. He's on only 3 straight and will be taken down. Decimate able to clean up the back hill with 2 kills. Looking for a third at back fences. Will find it. Scrap time should go to Envy. JCap forced to reconsider that challenge and will back up through the connector. Comes down to what's going to happen on this rotation. Pharaoh finds the first kill. That's right through the bottom bar. And a second on a JCap. And look at this. Huke is actually on a flanking position. Will take down Exotic. So Envy will likely win the rotation to get onto the hill with numbers first. One player is here for EG. That's Attached, but he's by himself. Exotic will try to help out. And actually, it will be nicely found because Phantoms is able to find a couple kills over the top. And again, Phantoms is on the other side of the map. Decimate trying to play from the water. Nice shots onto Apathy. We'll take one more down, but this is not an angle that you typically find him winning. And no, he'll be taken down by Attached. He's done really well to stay alive for as long as he had. So, Evil Geniuses only down 20. Actually, pardon me, it's only down 10. I can do math. A very close game, but Envy in control of the hill. A very 50-50 hill, but this one, not only this one actually, but the next one after as well. As we have 13 seconds left in the rock. Back and forth we go in the kill feed. Pinstriping, blue and white. Decimate doing what he can to stay alive. Will just be taken down. Exotic able to find that last kill. Now numbers for EG, but again, all of this time is being contested, so no one really reaping the benefits of all this pressure besides in the specialist charge category. Huke will see a number. Oh, nice help coming through as he finds one grab slam for the second. And Phantoms will think the better about charging into the Huke Sog, but will be taken down from behind. TAC 5 is popped for Team Envy, and again, they have put themselves immediately on the hill. They have done much better than EG when it comes to at least getting some time on the scoreboard on this first hill as we are in our second rotations. Phantoms finding one again up top. EG has been good up here, but they have been a little lackluster when it comes to actually amount to get into any significant time on the board. Decimate playing his life out by secret. Has to YY, not quite able to find Exotic in time. And Evil Geniuses, again, they have the numbers, will finally put somebody on hill. They seem to only be doing it when they're safe to do so, and sometimes you have to take a risk just to get some time or some contest going. Envy, again, able to flip things back. Pharaoh with 2, almost a third onto Exotic. He's got Decimate just below him, helping him out. He'll get the information that Apathy is here. That's a fight that you win. Nice job for Pharaoh. He's got one more. Nice concussion comes through. Pharaoh, he stuns himself, though, and Phantoms from up top. Oh, he read that properly. Now the War Machine coming into play for Decimate, trying to open things up on this Lambo Hill. Only finds one before he gets shut down, though. So Evil Geniuses, they will have the hill for now, but again, Envy has won the spawns. They win the trades in hill, and they will recontest and get the break. Pharaoh, he's popped open a Tempest and found 2 at long range. So again, EG not doing very well between the first and second hills so far. That needs to change. This is a map that typically goes to 3+ rotations. So you'll have likely another go at this hill. Pharaoh able to find another double kill with the Tempest. We kind of criticized him earlier about his lack of efficiency using the Tempest. Not the case here as he finds himself 4. And we'll be working towards streaks. 230 off now. He's got to make it happen on the rotation and in the face of a Vision Pulse that comes through for Phantoms. Oh, Pharaoh, play your life here. Someone needs to help. Apathy in the back, looking for a way to come through. Huke will assist, and that's enough for Pharaoh to get 130 off of streaks. One more kill will do. We do have a Tempest on board. That gets shut down. That was Exotic who was holding on to a Lightning Strike achieved for Pharaoh. But again, all of this is valuable time off the clock. Here comes the Lightning Strike. At least he just pings it and then puts it right back away again. 30 off of full streaks, but he gets shut down. And EG doing a really nice job of holding from the front. Envy, who typically has been hitting from the backside, usually from the standpoint of Huke, not finding the same success here. Huke now on the flank once again. Pharaoh opening up with a Lightning Strike. We'll find Phantoms. Decimate from the connector. Able to connect for one more, and Pharaoh again pushing through, and Envy gets the clean break. Full 5-man wipe. Now the lead up to 50 for Envy. Putting together a very solid hard point here in Hacienda. And for Evil Geniuses, you've already lost a Tempest, a War Machine, and a Vision Pulse. You're going to have to get it done with the guns here in the second stage of the second rotation if you want to try to find a comeback. This is a big hill to start doing it. If you can win this 50-50 hill out, it'd be big. Phantom's able to find one. Hugh trying to be annoying on the hill. Will come in with the SOG, finding himself 2. He's been much better in the late parts of this stage. The control definitely helping him warm up. He's found himself 3. There comes the grab slam from Apathy to find 1, and the SOG for another. And another cleanup onto Aches. One more player near to contest. That's Pharaoh. You would love to see him play his life, but attack 5 gets used just as he challenges, and Evil Geniuses getting a lot of significant time here, and this is great zoning. Blocking out the bottom bar, reading out the spawns nicely, but meanwhile you can see actually Attach is pushed up through Lambo. So all you have to worry about as far as close contest comes by means of this side door, and Evil Geniuses are getting it done with the guns. Still down 30 though, the work's not done, but Apathy has earned himself full streaks. 7 straight for App after that grab slam play started things off. He's gonna hit the lightning strike. This is an early lightning strike. We'll just ping it to get the info and then put it away. Not quite able to track down the shots there onto Silly. But this is better. Evil Geniuses have put themselves on the hill first. This is significant time. Now almost only down 15. More kills still filtering in for Evil Geniuses. Envy's got nothing they could potentially use here. Ake still does not have his first Vision Pulse. Phantoms is getting close to a second one, halfway there. Masterful game from the AR line of Evil Geniuses, and wow, they are cleaning things up and doing a nice job of knowing when they have the advantage this time around. JCap now getting time, not being bashful about it here in the third rotation. Cluster Grenade, unfortunately, finds Phantoms from Attach his hand. Envy will take a couple of cleans, and they will come back and find themselves some success on point here, up to 180 now. Apathy not quite able to train in the last couple shots. He still has a Hellstorm available. Couple fight wins up back, but more importantly, this is the first time on this second hill that Evil Geniuses have controlled the spawns. If they can fend off Team Envy here, we could potentially see a lead swing happen. If there were a time to do it, it would be now. And Attach finds 2 to aid in the effort. Exotic a third. And JCap able to take down Eggs. That's a full wipe. Evil Geniuses now near 175. App still on full streaks. No specialists besides Huke and the grab slam for Envy. Do you have to use this here? Lightning Strike finds 3. Big moments for EG as they're coming back together here, now just down 2. They'll tie this up, and yeah, they're going to retake the lead. No specialists for them to use, but Apathy still has a Hellstorm. And again, these are all just pick and poke fights from Team Envy. And Huke, did he just get shut down midair on the grab slam? It sure sounded like it. And if you take a look at the specialist, he used it, did not find the capture. So Evil Geniuses will not only hold off and keep the zone in their favor, but they take down a very valuable grab slam. Evil Geniuses on the 60+ point comeback. Now up to 215+ and we're on the rotation. Phantoms was the first one to try to effort, but gets taken down by Aches, who again is now just starting to earn that Vision Pulse, and he'll use it. Hellstorm gets utilized though. Aches has to back up into 10. Desmate gets taken down. Silly able to find 1. Aches needs to stay alive here. Attack 5 now utilized. Big moment for Envy. 200+ for them, and they're holding off the rotations very nicely, and they're keeping the spawns. More importantly, Pharaoh will spawn essentially right on top of the hard point. Opportunity for Envy to retake the lead. Envy hitting from the, or pardon me, Evil Geniuses hitting from the front. Find 2. You start to find a third, and maybe this is possible, but Pharaoh and Decimate counter back with 2 shots of their own. Still, all this is valuable contest time. Phantoms and Attach combining for 2 again. And now the Flood is successful as Envy is more interested in the rotation, but they're going to give up a lot of time here to Evil Geniuses. This will be 230+. So for Team Envy, we'll go down to our last hard point. Take a look at the specialists. Almost 4 charged up and ready to go. Phantoms on 3 straight, sitting at 32 and 21. Definitively the best in the server at the moment. Pharaoh does find the first kill onto Pharaoh. Pardon me, onto JCap. Exotic. Got a Tempest he could potentially use here. Team Envy is getting a lot of time, and wow, they're actually getting a significant amount of time here. You've got to use something here. I think if you're Evil Geniuses, just a break. Attach and JCap do find 2. If you pull a trigger on something, it has to be now, you would think. Trophy system down. Decimate goes over towards water. Evil Geniuses will have numbers on the point, and Exotic, he's got the Tempest out. Searching for someone to use it, and did he put it away? He put it away. He's not going to utilize it. So Envy, this is potentially a mistake for Evil Geniuses. Can you punish in time? Tac 5 will be utilized by JCap. 241 to 237. Envy in control of the point, but the Lightning Strike clears out 2. Apathy still has a grab slam available. JCap able to combine for 2 of his own. 245. If you're looking at it, Apathy just needs to get up and zone this away. Phantoms finds 2 kills. Here comes App with the grab slam. Not even getting a chance to contest. Evil Geniuses on the back end of just the gunplay, the TAC 5, the lightning strike to open. They take it and will find themselves the set at a score of 3-1. Here was the start of what was a 7 spree for Apathy. Able to find the grab slam, the SOG for just about everything else beyond it. Really great play from App throughout the entirety of the set. Thank you very much to the TAC 5 right there as well to happen mid-gunfight. But Team Envy, a little bit of a struggle here. And again, it was a 1-3 loss the first time these orgs met. It will read that way for Envy again here as they will fall. And I believe that actually puts them to 1-1 in the pools. Similar for EG sitting at 1-1 as well after this second game. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's it. There you have it. Evil Genius is able to find themselves a very crucial win, which keeps them in the pools. But unfortunately for Envy, that means that, well, they would have to win out their last match versus FaZe if they wanted to be in the winner's bracket, and most of us know the results of that. Evil Genius is also losing to E United, but this match put everybody at 1-1 in the pools, making Pool C very, very interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The next game I have coming up will be Splice versus Envy, and I also have UYU and Reciprocity ready to go, so at least those two will be coming out throughout the rest of this week before we get to the regular season. And of course, throughout the regular season as it starts next week, make sure you hit that subscription button and get notifications by ringing the bell when videos pop up, because I will be doing recaps of every single day's action. So hopefully we'll catch you guys at the latest next week. But until next time, hope you keep holding it down. Later, bye-bye.